Congratulations on the purchase of your Surface 604 Shred. We're going to go through your basic unboxing and assembly of your bicycle. First step is to fully charge your battery. The red light means it's charging. The green light means it's fully charged. For this portion of unboxing, we're going to take your knife and we're going to cut straps. Careful to cut away from you. And we're going to undo the staple top. Again, careful of the staples. Folding the cardboard away. If you're unboxing it solo, you can slice the outside of the box right to the very corner on each side. Once you've got it open, make sure to remove your accessories, put them aside for when you need them, and then take your bike out of the box and lean it safely against the wall. Once you've removed the bike, careful not to clip any sensitive parts such as tires or cables. Once you've removed your protective packaging, then put the bike in an area that you'll be working on it or in your work stand. Once you got your bike secured in your area or your work stand, you'll want to install the handlebars. The aluminum sleeve will need to be removed by taking the top cap off. And sleeve, installing the handlebar. Okay, at this point we're just going to use the top cap, leaving the aluminum sleeve off, and install back on top of the stem. Using the Allen tool, you want to just lightly snug the top cap. Once you have your top cap and stem installed in place, we're then going to move to the front wheel installation. First thing, you'll want to remove your threaded axle and also your pad spacer. At this point, you want to put a light amount of grease on the axle and the threads. And now you're ready to install the front wheel. Making sure the rotor goes between the brake pads. The axle pushes in and threaded with an Allen key. Some bolts will have your torque specs on the outside of the bolt. We're now going to install the pedals, so we're going to go to the accessory kit and get them out of the box. Be sure to note the right and left pedal. This one is the right with the R stamped on the inside. We're just going to put a little dab of grease on the pedal threads before installing. Then we're going to install the greased pedal thread into the crank arm. Install by hand to start. You can spin it backwards to thread it in until you need to finally snug it up with your pedal wrench or 15mm wrench. Then we're going to install the greased pedal thread into the crank arm. Install by hand to start. You can spin it backwards to thread it in until you need to finally snug it up with your pedal wrench or 15mm wrench. And we're going to repeat the same process for the left side pedal. At this point, I'm going to lift the bike out of the stand, set it on the ground because we're going to finalize the stem. We're going to need the weight of the bike and gravity itself just to help. You'll want to align your stem with the front wheel. Top cap should not be over tightened, just snug. And then use the side bolts, which have recommended torque settings also listed on the side of the stem. You'll want to adjust the display to your liking and remove the packaging from the light, which can also be adjusted and tightened down. If you're not happy with the position of the brake levers, you can adjust them yourself to your liking. And on the right side, you've got your brake lever and the shifter adjustment, again, to position to your liking. And the throttle also has a position adjustment with an Allen key to put it to your liking. At this point now, we'll adjust the seat, and it has 2 bolts on the front and the back for forward tilt or rearward tilt. We're going to adjust the seat to your desired height, aiming for a 10-degree bend at the knee at the bottom of your pedal stroke. At this point, we're going to check that your crank bolts are tightened properly. And also the kickstand bolts. At this point, we can look at your shock adjustments. On your left side, you've got your preload for your spring, and on the right side, you've got your lockout switch. The fork preload comes factory set for riders of 125 pounds or under. If you're over 125 pounds, you can increase the preload to suit your weight rating. You're supplied with 2 keys for the removal of the battery. Put one on your keychain and the other one in a safe, secure place. With your fully charged battery, install it into the bike with the key in the unlock position and then locking it back in place. And now your Surface 604 Shred is ready to take you on the trail.